everybody. Hope you're doing well. I will be checking the stream here in just a moment. Don't you worry. Make sure my audio works. I got all the settings dialed in, as they say. Let me just double check. I got ads again. Can't help myself. But yeah, getting going here in just a moment. I had a late start. I want to make sure I had everything charged up for today. So it was a little bit later getting started than I wanted. You can't fix everything all the time. It's Timu. I got ads again. Okay. Are we doing that again? But yeah, getting going here in just a moment. I had a late start. I want to make sure I had everything charged up for today. My lord. So it was a little bit later getting started. Okay. Than I wanted. We'll go with it for now. I think the audio is still acting a fool. I changed the setting that they asked me to. And then I've done a bunch. But we'll get this working. It may just be the microphone's not working properly. That is always a possibility. I have had it for a couple of years now. So things do go awry after a while. Let's see if we can get face detect turned on. Do I have me in camera? I think I got myself in view. So yeah, good morning everybody. Where do I start? So last week was a complete disaster, unbeknownst to me. So I picked up that little router, wireless router. I tested it at home beforehand. It looked like it was running okay. The day of the stream, after the stream, I found out that the audio and everything was hiccuping. It was really pixelated. Everything was running like garbage. Hard to troubleshoot while you're doing this, so my apologies for this. But after the fact, when I took a look at it, I went back in and tested the router again and did a speed test on it. And I was getting a 0.29 upload instead of the 70 that I was normally getting, and a 2.2 upload. So 0.29 download, 2.2 upload instead of 20. So to maintain a decent stream, you need upload speeds. Oh my God. Funny how that would be a thing. So yeah, I kind of shit the bed. I contacted the company right away and said, hey, I've done all the troubleshooting. I looked for firmware updates. I reset the router. I did everything I could. Took the SIM card out of the router, put it in the phone, tested it in the phone, got good speed. So it wasn't the SIM card. Took the SIM card out of my phone that I know works well. Put it in the thing. Nothing worked right. So I was like, okay. So they were really good. And the next day, they had another wireless router brought in from Phnom Penh for me to use. They came over, we tested it. It was a little bit better. And the guy was like, no, this is not what you need. And he refunded me right there on the spot. So I don't have a bad thing to say. So, but so as a test today, I am now using my iPhone as the router. So I was gonna figure out where to put my iPhone. It's gonna be here someplace. There it is. So I put the SIM card in my iPhone and I get it set up as a hotspot. So let us check chat and stuff. So give me a second and let me know how the audio sounds and all that, because I can only test so much. Hello! Who is that? Kane. Okay, let me just double check again, make sure that I'm hearing things the way they're supposed to be. How the audio sounds and all that, because I can only test so much. The audio's still acting up like shit. Okay. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna disable this. So now we should be just the microphone on the camera. It's going to be what it's going to be today. Okay. I'm listening for it. Okay, that's good. So the microphone seems to be a problem. Luckily, I have a backup. I was going to use it this morning, but I'm like, no, you did all the troubleshooting. Everything should be fine. But who knows? Done. Putting it away. So, I don't know about you guys, but I could really use a coffee this morning. So, I will be getting that. So yeah, hopefully everything works on the stream today. No idea what we're going to do. Just gonna take a walk around. I have plans this afternoon. I'm gonna go see a movie with some friends at noon. Excited for that. It's a horror comedy movie from Vietnam, so I'm excited for that one. No idea what it's called. I don't even know if they have the English subtitles. Don't know. I was told I have to go. And then I'm going to a barbecue this evening with my friends, so that's gonna be fun. So, the last couple of days have been not the best for me. Dealing with crap mentally in my head. Sounds good now. Thank you, Kane. Appreciate it. I'm so tempted to go over. There's a vendor right there that makes little waffles and they're good, but I'm like, I'm trying to get healthier. I don't need to put that in my system. So coffee, do I go and grab a coffee and chit chat with you guys for a bit, or do I walk up and get a coffee and try to see about breakfast? Too many choices. What do I want to do? This is the thing when you don't know, you don't have a plan. I've been so busy getting ready that I haven't really considered what to do today. Except for getting out and exercising. So yeah, the most detrimental aspect of my life seems to be my brain sometimes. I don't know why it happens. Don't know really what triggers it, but I will just sink into a funk out of nowhere. And yeah, it started Friday. I had a busy week, meeting with folks, doing all kinds of stuff. It was all good, like really good, you know. Meeting with fans and subscribers and friends, and had a really good week. Friday comes along. I was going to go and do a thing. I was actually planning on bicycling up to the temple, you know, just doing another temple run. And I just thought, no, I'm okay. I think I'll just sit here, you know, take a little bit of a day off. I've had busy. And just out of nowhere, that sitting in at home doing nothing turned into general malaise and just misery on myself. I was being like completely unjust to myself for a full day. So yesterday I woke up, which would have been Friday. Was that Friday or Saturday? Saturday. Yeah, today's Sunday. Rain. Again, when you lock yourself in for 2 days, it's kind of hard to keep track of things. And I did nothing again yesterday. In theory, I did start packing, which was good. Started organizing and cleaning things up and getting all that out of the way. So I'll be moving next week, or this weekend coming up, or maybe even soon, or don't know yet. Got to figure all that out. And then I haven't been on my desktop computer. I haven't played a video game on it in a while. So I actually sat down and played a couple of games that I liked and recorded some content for my other channel, because I have a gaming channel that I've had for 11 years, and I've let it just fall to the wayside for the last few months because, well, first off, I haven't really found games that have motivated me I've been so busy with this channel that it was easy to just kind of, take a step away from it for a little while. And then it just kept on going longer, and I was feeling guilty about that. So I sat and recorded a bunch of videos yesterday for the channel. And I was like, okay, just trying to kick myself out of my funk. And my friend came over, and she was worried about me for, not, being very sociable and everything. And this was after I've already kind of gotten out of my funk. So she came over and we hung out and had dinner last night, ordered in some food, and I felt normal again. I was like, it's just so weird. Your brain can be such a complete pain in the ass from time to time. But so yeah, today was a little scary about trying to get motivated. Hello, Maven. Nightlife. Hello. Good morning, everybody. So yeah, it's weird how your brain can be a complete pain in the ass. Your biggest supporter and your biggest detriment all at the same time. And who knows how it starts or where it comes from. Maybe you just had a bad cup of coffee and triggered everything. I got nothing. I just know that I'm feeling much better today. But it quite possibly could be the move and weighing in on me. Because I really enjoyed this apartment. But man, the last couple of weeks has not been entertaining there. There's a nightclub down at the end that they do like karaoke, and they got a band. And I've been able to handle it for the longest time. But lately it just seems to be getting louder and louder. And I'm okay, thank you. And they sing this happy birthday song like 3 or 4 times, and I'm just like, just over it. And then in the morning, somebody's been jackhammering across the street. I'm like, what the hell? So my quiet cup of coffee outside. But trying to say goodbye to the place. Everything is just kind of aligning to just make it feel miserable, and it shouldn't be. It's a lovely place. So, and again, no complaints about the landlord. Only do what you can do. The place is beautiful, well maintained. Unfortunate, but again, construction happens here, and it's not forever. And I don't even know where it's going. There's a place way up the street that's doing construction, but I don't hear that. It's somebody just like drilling and jackhammering across the way. Probably inside a building or something. I can't see it. I got nothing. But yeah. Let me see if I got chat going well here. My apologies again. Just double checking things. Portia, have you been over to the new place a few times to check the noise pollution out there? Or to talk to neighbors? I have been out there. I've not talked to neighbors yet. They're very quiet the times that I've been there. I've gone up at different times of the day. I've gone over in the morning, and I've gone later in the afternoon. I have not gone over in the evening yet, but it is quiet. It's basically in the country, but as country as I'm going to get. Oh, and good morning to the people. Sorry for all the background noise today. There's not much I can do about it. As soon as my microphone wanted to shit the bed. It's fine. But yeah, no, I'm excited for the new place. I'm going to go up on Wednesday, I think. Or maybe Thursday. Or no, I'll go up Wednesday and see about possibly moving in Thursday or Friday. It's going to take me a few hours to get everything up. And that way it gives me a couple of days to get the other place cleaned out, make sure that it's all set and ready. Because again, I don't like leaving anything dirty or anything like that. I'm a bit of a neat freak when it comes to things. So, but we'll see. I'll check it all out. But again, I want to make sure that I have everything done so that I can maintain doing this stuff. I still have to record for next week. Oh God. I went to Angkor Green Gardens this week. So I have 2 more videos coming up Saturday and, or sorry, Sunday, Monday for you guys that are back in the US or Canada. The Eastern time zone. It was a recommendation from a subscriber. I needed to check it out. I thought it was more expensive than it was, but it was only $5. Beautiful, beautiful place. I had a lot of fun, but I want to go back on a weekend. Weekdays, they have, like, the park's open, there's everything you can do. There's like a museum, there's Max Museum in there, so a lot of fun stuff. But they have dances and shows on the weekends, so I'm like, oh, I'm in for that. So same price, $5 if you want to go during the weekend or the weekday. So again, I don't have any issues with that. And it was like 21 hectares. It was huge, huge area. So I had a lot of fun. Lots of nice plants. I did a short on it the other day. We kind of got a sneak peek what the videos are going to look like. Yeah, I'm hoping to get up to the temples tomorrow, fingers crossed, or I'll have to go and do some recording, get everything organized, because if I'm moving, I will not be recording. I'm not that crazy. I'll be taking a day or 2 off to do that, or you guys may, heaven forbid, not get content for a day or 2. It may happen. Hello from Ireland. Well, thank you so much. Van Life Ireland. Cool. I'm assuming you're Van Life channel. Mr. G. Younger days, I loved big city. Now I'm older. I like quiet place, small towards countryside. This is a small town. Yeah. That's why I like Siem Reap. I mean, it's not a big city. I think it's like 250,000 people, I think I heard. You know, it covers a large area. But the little area that I'm in is just, you know, it's like the central hub for where everything happens. And again, I wanted to be down there. I wanted to be there for making content, easy access. And it was great. I absolutely love it. But if I could have proximity, quiet, that'd be perfect, but can't do both here. So what I'm gonna do is the next best thing. Moving a few minutes outside of town. You know, it's not a big deal. It's easy enough to do. Like on my bicycle to get down here is 10 minutes. If that. You know, on my motorcycle, just a couple minutes. So it's not a big deal. I'm not going to be, you know, isolated or anything. I'm not going to feel anything there. I think I'll cross the road here, show you guys where I'm at. If I can get the camera to cooperate this morning. Oh yeah, look at that, all the traffic coming towards me. That's how my life goes. I think I'll go after this motorcycle. Should be okay. Not a long street, so easy enough to get across. Okay. Yeah, this is the morning here. Ooh, what are they doing? We got a boat out there this morning. A couple. Harvesting something or pulling leaves off the ground. Who knows? I know that there are some river grasses and stuff that they collect on a regular basis. When I was here, there were lotus flowers out here at one point. I haven't seen those in a while. I don't know if they just became a pain and they stopped having them around. I tell you, they work hard to maintain things here, especially the riverfront. Okay, Porsche, yes. The finding Buddha shirt was so cool. Yes, that's the one. Yeah, that's where it started off with. But yeah, it was a really, really nice, nice spot. Mike, thank you for the suggestion. Going to Green Gardens, yeah, it was great. I didn't spend 6 hours there like you, but I was there for I got 2.5, 3 hours. So, ooh man, sitting in your van listening to a storm outside. Can't sleep tonight. Oh wow, I can't imagine what being in a storm in a van would be like. I mean, I've been through winter storms in Canada, just inside the house and stuff, and when they're nasty, like a nor'easter. Whoa, I do not miss that. I do not. I was looking at the weather back home in Fredericton the other day, or yesterday actually, and it was minus 24 degrees. I was like, fuck, I don't miss that. You know, I wake up today and it was 21 or 24 here, you know, and I'm like, okay, that's okay. I will handle. A cold snap here is like 19 degrees. I'm okay with this. If this is the rest of my life, I'm okay. But, you know, when it's 30 and you see me in a hoodie, you know I've completely adapted and become like a local Cambodian person, because they wear sweaters and hoodies here all the time. I'm like, I'm sweating buckets, and they're just bundled up. I'm like, how what temperature does your body work at? I'm like, good Lord. I'm not geared on that level at all. And allergies have been brutal last while. I keep saying that, you know, it's getting better, and then it changes over one day. I'm like, bleh. But again, usually these live streams is one that shows its head. Gotta go check the post office this week too. I had a friend back home in Canada, so they sent me something, so I gotta go check it. Just random. Saw my video, I'm like, I'm gonna torture you. Like, son of a bitch. So I'm hoping it's something very Canadian, which would be kind of fun. Yeah, it's actually, it's fun just to have that for being able to share shit with my friends back home. Where we at? Portia, this storm is the largest winter storm in recorded history in the U.S. I heard about that. It was like a gigantic ice storm. There's the Monks for Peace, or the Walk for Peace, in the United States. Like, they started in Texas, and they're heading towards D.C. I think they're supposed to be in Washington. I think they said like the 10th of February. They were going through North Carolina last week. My dad lives in the Charlotte area, and so he was going to go see them. I just missed them, but I try to keep up with what they're doing. And yeah, their plans are to, you know, they're going to be safe, because they're going to make sure that they have, you know, proper gear if they're going to stay out, or they'll just, you know, shelter if it's too bad, which is smart. That's definitely the way I would recommend it. But yeah, I love what they're doing. And they were raising money, I think, or, you know, donations if they could, to get home, because they've been walking. And I think everything, like within a few hours of them posting that they were going to try to raise money to get back home, everything was sorted. I thought that was great. That's, like, for me, one of the most amazing things is like things like that, when, you know, when the world seems to be just all topsy-turvy and full of hate and full of anger, and when you know, something as simple as a bunch of guys walking is making news.
What's up?
I'm good. But when that hits part of the news cycle instead of all the other garbage, I'm ecstatic. You know, and when people are concerned about that, it makes me happy, because not a whole lot of good news coming out these days, which is very disheartening. Ooh, wow. You can see that. That was all carved wood. Beautiful. tractor, that back of the tractor was just loaded. I think it was like one solid piece, it looked like. Wow. Beautiful. So yeah. Check a nice cat. What about traveling to, van life Ireland. Thought about traveling to Cambodia, find a wife. But life got in the way. I enjoy listening to the storm outside. Find it relaxing. Yeah. I used to find like some storms relaxing. Again, as long as it's not like 100-kilometer-an-hour winds making you think that the windows are going to cave in. Don't like those storms. But like a gentle snowstorm, oh my god, these are so good. You know, when you wake up and the snow's just falling ever so slightly, you know, standing there with a cup of coffee or tea, looking out the window as, you know, the world's getting blanketed in snow. Those are good ones. But when you look outside and the snow's going sideways and you're like, oh shit, those I don't like. And I saw more of the oh shit storms than the other ones. So, yeah, I'm okay. I'll just watch them online from here. Or I get weather updates from friends back home. I got one friend that just keeps posting, time to stay indoors, everybody. Okay, it's that kind of day, is it? Yeah, he's a DJ friend of mine from Toronto. He's always been one of the funniest people I've known. So, if you're wondering what I'm doing today right now, I figured that since last week was such a shit show with the way the stream went, I'm going to kind of walk the same way I did. I honestly don't think I'm going to be able to get breakfast unless the fates of the line is going to be a seat at one of the restaurants, but I'm not sure how hungry I am. I'm definitely up for coffee. So that's what I think I'll do is I'll go and check one of the restaurants, and if it's packed, I'll just go to a coffee shop and sit down, settle in for a little bit and have a coffee. There's some really nice little cafes here that, you know, beautiful jungle scenes, and I like them. Yeah, it's chilly today. Not gonna lie. A little bit of a breeze. Feels nice. Even if the pollens are trying to kill me. You know what we haven't done? We haven't walked through here. Let's do this today. So recently, they started opening up this gate for traffic. And okay, I don't have any issues with it. It's a street. It's just weird when it was closed for the longest time. But yeah, this is the I don't remember the actual official name for it because my brain does this. But it's Royal Park. Let's put it that way. That's absolutely gorgeous. Take a look at some of the stuff. I like thunderstorms. Maeve and I do too. Actually, we get some of those here, like the tropical storms, like, you know, with the lightning. Oh, so good. Van Life Ireland. How far would approximately $1,200 per month go in Siem Reap? It seems like a beautiful city. Well, $1,200 would give you a great life here, to be honest. I live on about $500 or $600 a month, and I have a great life here. Rent for an apartment, studio, you can get from about 150 to 250. You can get like a 1 or 2 bedroom apartments, range you about $300. You can go higher end and get all the bells and whistles and Western amenities you want. You can drop $500 if you want. But I'm not that person because I use my apartment to sleep, cook, and do a few things. I want to get outside more often than not, so when my head's not being a complete jerk. But yeah, food on average, a couple bucks per meal. Coffee's $1 to $1.50. Movies are $2.50, $3.50 if you go on the weekend. It's not expensive to be here. I know folks that live on $5 a day for like groceries and everything else that they're doing. I know others that have a budget of 10. So you can make it work. And that's the thing here is, regardless of what your budget is, the city will accommodate whatever you're looking and you're needing. Hopefully these are showcasing for you guys. Yeah, each one is different, a different person, but I don't read Khmer, so I could take my phone and translate it, but I haven't done that yet. I will one day. I just love the flowing of the clothing on. Like, that guy's like looks amazing. Yeah, this is a beautiful little spot. So I used to like just coming in here. There's no traffic, so you could just walk, and it was great. Now that there's traffic, it's still great. I still love it. So yeah, I hope I answered your question. $1,200 a month should be more than sufficient to live a very happy life here. Remember when National Road 6? And this was National Road 6, yeah, lots of traffic. That they make cars go around now? No. They let them come through now. Only one way though, and it's only at certain times of the day. I don't know. I got nothing for it. You got folks all out in front of it. Just today. This is such a nice day. Hello. Such a great day here. Sorry, I'm just kind of getting lost in the beauty of everything that happens to me here. Yeah, it's Sunday morning here, so things tend to be busier in and around the temples and pagodas, so. Yeah. Here's the I've never gone into this one yet, and I don't know why. There's no real reason for it. I guess because I just look at it from here and there's always so many people in it. And then you have over here where there's always a stream of people here. It's busier today than normal, but they light incense and make their prayers, and it's really beautiful. It smells so good here, the burning incense. Okay. Kids all dressed up. I do love living here. It's such a beautiful place. Oh God. Did you see the message from Surat? Where? What did I miss? Let me know, Maven. Mr. G, never been to this area. Oh, this was actually one of the first places I found when I came here. My first apartment, over there, right behind that green tree, is the Heritage Walk, where the Legend Cinema and all that is. And I used to live just down behind that when I first moved here. It was great. Never mind, it's gone now. Okay, I missed something. Van Life Ireland. Oh, Sean, you're making me wish I was there. Thanks for reading my question and giving me an honest answer. Oh, no, man. If you come here, I'll happily take a beer with you. Happily. No need for 4. One's fine. Manny, hello from a guy I met you about 4 months ago at Macro. Hey! I think I remember you. If you are the gentleman with the Filipino wife or girlfriend. Can't remember. Then I remember. Brain does things weird. I've met many people in Macro when I was there. Not this time though. This last time was dead. So yeah, this is the art for peace. Cool, new shirts for Cambodia Needs Peace. I like those ones too. I need to get me one. I love it. Yeah. This is a very important place. And it's been, I'm trying to think now, over a month now that this has been here. Yeah, look at all the people. Wow. See how important it is for everybody to get their pictures taken in front of it, and I get it. There's like 4 cameras and all those people. And I noticed there's a bunch of folks over here in wheelchairs, amputees. Ugh. I mean, that was not a sigh or a moan of anything other than just breaking my heart. Yeah, I'm not a person to exploit that of anybody. That's not me. So I will acknowledge that they were there. Okay, camera. You'll like my face. Yeah, so I'll acknowledge that they're there, but I'm not going to like put the camera on them. Oh my God! Yes, Surat. A friend of mine, him and Piyush, were friends of mine at IKEA in, oh my God. Oh, that's you. Thank you. Dude, of course I know. My apologies for not seeing it. Dude, I wonder, are you still in, Montreal? Last I heard, you guys had moved to Toronto, and I remember which one of you got married, or both of you. But yeah, I think of you guys all the time. You were definitely good friends to have when I was working in, both at both call centers in Montreal before everything turned to shit with COVID. But yeah, no. Oh man, sorry for missing you, man. Oh, this is again why I love doing this stuff. I get to bump into folks that I know, and they're like, "I've been watching you." I'm like, "Oh God!" It's fun. Again, the majority of the reason that I started this channel was to showcase everything for my friends and family back home, and when they pop in, it makes me feel like I did it right. Because again, that's the intention of all this. And weirdly enough, I'm so sorry. Weirdly enough, I've made a lot of friends because of this too, which is pretty awesome. I'm very, 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 very fortunate. Trust me. Oh, I think the little guy is wanting his mom. I can understand that. I'm missing my mom lately too. Yeah, I was thinking, because it's been, well, there have been a few things that, resonate with me for her. So there's going to be always these days that'll just kind of pop up and I'll be like, ah, crap. But, it is what it is. I'll just chat with her in my head like I've been doing. Okay, we are coming up to the market again. So when I showcased it last week, it was crap. Andy Travels, hello, hello, hello. Okay, yeah, you moved to BC and Piyush went to Nova Scotia and he got married, okay. Of course, he'd be the one that get married first of you two. Mr. G, I definitely want to go to the Art for Peace and go back to Siem. Oh man, it's one of the most powerful bits of art I've ever encountered. And I'm fortunate enough to have been going to like art galleries all over the world. And it's just something special here, man. Let's go see the craziness crossing the road. Woo! It's controlled chaos and I love everything about it. So yeah, this is the weekend market here. Somebody's got music blaring. I love this little market here. And so many locals come to it too. I mean, you can't get fresher than this. Then I will be shopping here once I move because I'm going to be very close to it. Go closer to it. And then you got your meats over here too. Good. Okay, what's going on here? Ooh, chickens. I have no idea what this is. Man, I love their music, man. Probably because they're open. It's a grand opening for it. Two coffee. Oh, it's like a thermos cup. It's loud. It's cute though. Oh, the planes are back. Yeah, the line to get in to make coffee. I'm good. I'm good. I don't need coffee that bad. It's funny because I did the video for Macro yesterday where it's just dead, and somebody was mentioning how they go shopping. There's never a line for anything. I'm like, there is here. You can line up for coffee. You don't have to line up at the grocery store. But sure as hell, when you go to Tuke Coffee when they're grand opening, gotta line up. In a week it'll be fine. But the last time I was in there, it was busy too. So it is, and it's not a cheap coffee either. It's a couple bucks. But the coffee's fine. But again, I've had dollar coffee just as good. I don't. For me, I'm just more interested in a good cup of coffee, not a pricey cup of coffee. And if I can get an inexpensive cup of coffee that tastes good, all the better. Go across here, across the bridge. It's a beautiful morning out here. Let's see where we're going. Closing in on either breakfast or coffee. I'm getting excited. It'll be good either way. They've been in Phnom Penh. They opened up one here down by where I used to live on the main street near Anchor 3. And that one's been there for a little while. And they're good. I don't have a bad thing to say about them. I prefer them over Starbucks. Not a fan of Starbucks coffee. But that's the other weird thing too. Is like I did the video, like I said, on Macro. And people have been like commenting on like Costco should come there, Walmart, and Home Depot. I'm like, none of that will ever work here. You guys have no idea how Cambodia operates. So good luck. You just have to go to Burger King or KFC to realize how much people really don't care for a lot of the Western stuff here. And again, if you just bring a Costco here and there's no local product, you're not going to get any locals. And there's definitely not enough expats to keep a business like that open here. So. Not the only one sneezing. And now, I know that I'm not going to be getting a table. There's a line of people here. What is with lines today? Packed. This is great. Again, I love seeing them this busy because they absolutely deserve it. I think what I'll do is I will go and get food to go back home. I'll get takeout on the way back. Possibly. I'll just go get coffee and I'll back home. Or I do have food at home. There is. I have leftover food too. Just how they got food. It's the main. Okay. I'm not keeping it as well. I'm trying. I'm happy the stream's stable today. Let me get in. Make sure. Hello. Do they have a? No. That one. Not. That probably happens in some areas because of the people. Let me just double check how it's looking. Yeah, it is a bit choppy. Not much I can do about it at this stage. I only have as much service as I have, and that's about it. That place, chicken's gonna be packed. Let's go sit down. See if that helps for a bit. Because there are times I find that things are choppy when. Let's go get a coffee and chill. This is UR Cafe. Open this one up here on North and Owapo. Can I have a Americano sit here? Life is good. Hopefully this will settle down the stream. There I am. Okay, thank you. Time for some regular glasses. I'll polish them today because the last few times I put them on, they've been dirty as hell. I guess I can turn off the follow. Give me a second. Put that around. Now it should not follow me. Yeah, we're good. I know it's a great gimmick when, like when you're walking and doing stuff, it's perfect. But I find when you're sitting, and your head moves or do something and it doesn't, I find it annoying. It's me. It's a me thing. Yeah, now try to say, I don't know why it is all places I love are always so busy. Pinch it in. Thank you. Coffee. Hot Americano. $1.25. Perfect. And then they bring you out a nice tea as well. They have nice tea here. So hopefully this has settled down a little bit. I haven't checked, so let's see what it's like. Internet, yeah. Internet is right. Now the sound's a lot better. Okay. I think this place is better than Tube Coffee, to be honest. Not gonna lie. Let's see if I got. Yeah. Again, I might have to factory reset this thing. I don't know. I got nothing. Or maybe not use my iPhone as a hotspot because 6. I hate this fucking phone. It's just set up as a Wi-Fi hotspot. This has been a Wi-Fi hotspot the whole time for my other device. I got my tablet with me. This is hot, the iPhone. This is not. And I don't like iPhones. Just don't like them. I'm going to rephrase that. I don't like my iPhone SE. It is like, I like that it's small, but the battery on it is just garbage. I don't know. I don't really, I shouldn't say I hate on it. My only issue would be with the iPhone is the battery. And I can probably go get the battery changed in this, and it would be better. I think I priced it for Dean as like 25 or 35 bucks. But for a phone that I really don't care for, is it worth that expense? But would I care for it more if I fixed it? That's the thing. But I got my Pixel phone that I need to fix up. That was fun the other day. I've had a Pixel 6 since it came out. 6A, sorry. I bought it when I was living in Toronto. So I've had that for quite a few years. And it was my phone that I traveled here with. And I tried doing live streams and stuff with it. And it was not great. It overheated a lot over here. And I was traveling with it through here in Vietnam. And when I was in Vietnam the first time, I noticed that it felt like it just kept on feeling like the case was like loose on it. And I realized that the screen was coming off. So my initial worry was, oh my God, no, the battery. So I got a guy in Ho Chi Minh City to glue it back together, just in the off chance that it was, that's what it was, just need to be glued. And so it was better for a while, and then it popped again. I was like, oh God, no, it's battery. And I want to keep that phone because I have, important apps and things on it that I maintain from back home. And the other night I was out with it, paying some bills online, and lo and behold, the screen came off, and I'm like, this is bad. This is really bad. And then I looked; it was just the screen came off, it just was bad glue, and the battery in it's fine. So I just got to go get it re-glued. Just like, so for like the last year, I've had it like sitting. I leave it charged up as much as I can, and I let it get down to about 60%, like about every 6 months or so, and I turn it on to pay bills, and that's about all I do with it. So, but I'm gonna go get that fixed. That'll be my next big adventure. Out and about. Good morning to you. You're in Texas at 30, wind chill of Texas, that cold is just silly. Feed's good now. Thank you, Andy. Using the pocket Wi-Fi today. No, Andy, you missed the earlier part. So last week when the stream was really dog shit, my portable Wi-Fi was the problem for it. It was just doing a really, really poor job. So I went to get it replaced, and that was not great either. So they're looking for another unit for me. They refunded me already for the unit that I had purchased, so I'm very happy. But I've been using my iPhone as a personal Wi-Fi hotspot. It's not ideal, and I know that. I might try to use this as the Wi-Fi hotspot next week, and then just use the SIM card in here to connect with the chat and all that. So I'll figure out a process. I got to work out the microphone problem. That will be probably the other microphone will be better. We'll see. I got to do something. But yeah, I'm happy. Oh my God, out and about. $4.99. Thank you so much. Super chats. Amazing. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you for buying me my coffee and my breakfast later. $5 goes a long ways here. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Is like I'm going to a movie this afternoon at noon. Let me just double check. I don't remember the name of it because I didn't choose this. My friend Sapal, her daughter, really, really wants to see a movie. So she's been the sweetest little girl, 11 years old. So she was asking to go see a movie. And I said, well, let's do one. And so I told him, pick a day and we'll go. Betting with Ghost 2 is the name of the movie. This is the and it's on here today at 12:10. So and it's rated G. I don't know. I don't know what a G movie is when this is the description. 5 people transport an actress's corpse to her hometown, lured by her ghost promise of a valuable diamond ring. Their comedic yet dark journey tests their motives and reveals their true nature. Sounds like fun. Like, I don't mind, but rated G. And I think it's from Vietnam. So yeah, that's what I'm doing at noon today. So, 3 of us are meeting up. I had to expand upon the truth, and I told her that we needed to meet at 11:30 because here, in particular, schedules are really kind of just a suggestion. So you'll go and you say, okay, we'll meet up at noon, and like 12:15 comes along, and they're kind of waltzing in. So I'm giving myself a buffer now. So if I need to be at a place at a specific time or trying to do something like a movie, I'm going to add an extra half hour to it, so it gives them time to just do what they do. And again, not judgment, no judgment at all. I don't care. I just find it absolutely funny, and I actually kind of like it. That it's part of what they like here. Just a suggestion. Time is just irrelevant, and I like that. The clock is our nemesis back home. And it's funny though, because a lot of people say, "Oh, let's meet for coffee or something," and I've noticed that as I've been here longer and longer, that that 10 or 15 minutes is kind of like, yeah, I kind of I could be a little late. It's okay. But, my brain's like, no, you got to be there on time. Because these are people coming in from the West. Like, they're not used to how life is here. I just think it's funny. Oh, Jesus. Coffee is on me. Thank you again, out and about. I do appreciate that. Hey, Matto. Always good to see you. That cycling battery right down once in a while is good. Yeah, on my regular phone, I cycle it down to about 30 or 40%. I let it go for the whole day, try not to charge up, unless I need it, and I want to make sure that, like, if I'm going someplace, like if I'm traveling, I always try to keep it topped up when I'm traveling. But when I'm at home, I just let it go down. And then my Pixel, I just let it drain down to 60%, because again, I always worry that if I'm not going to get it charged back up. That's just on my own stupid thing. Andy, your super chat didn't work. Oh, my apologies. I'm sorry about that. Well, thank you for the thought. I appreciate it. Hey! Okay, Ana Cordoves. I hope when I'm reading the names, I only see the @ I don't see the regular name because YouTube is really horrible at showing me anything. So I see Ana Cordoves. So thank you. Hello from Cambodia, and you're in Puerto Rico. Beautiful. I love Puerto Rico. Andy, you're right. Sounds like Thai time at an hour. Yeah, not quite the same, but they're But that's the thing when you go to the movies here. Because back home, when the trailers start and everything, everyone's usually in their seats and they're ready, and the few stragglers will come in. Here,
the lights stay on until the trailers are all done, and then, you know, even 15 minutes, 20 minutes into a movie, you got people coming in. I've been to a movie, as an Avatar, and a half hour later, people are still coming in. I was just like, what? Again, no judgment. So I gave your super chat a thumbs up out and about. That's awesome. Where are we at? So, I got it correct. Yes. Thank you. I mispronouncing names is one of my pet peeves, because being Sean with an Sean, I got seen more often than I cared about. Funny enough, here, I don't care. Like, people locally here, because Sean is not a normal name. It's not like the way that the word comes across is not normal pronunciation, but they call me Sam, which is fine. I don't have a problem with Sam. It's something I've never thought, because the Asan, Asean, yeah. Anyway, the group. Just great. I have moments. Long moments they are. Yeah, it's the other thing too. Thursday, I didn't have a short nothing go up. I was just like, I was going to do things. Thursday, I went out with Alan and Dean. We went to go see the new Chris Pratt movie, Mercy. And so I was all set and ready for it. You know, filmed an intro, and then was on my bike going home, and I'm like, I didn't talk shit about the movie. And I'm like, I'll just record when I get home. I got home and started cooking and doing stuff, and then I got into doing everything else, and I just was like, I don't think I want to finish that video. So I'm just like, it's good. I don't need anything. So yeah, we saw Mercy, which was different. I find it odd how you'll find that films will kind of showcase things, but they film these things like a year in advance, and yet it's things that are happening now. And like, I honestly have never thought that they have precognition and that they can do things. I'm wondering, it's like, is this all part of a plan? Because it was basically like, the premise of Mercy was basically using AI as a judge, jury, and executioner, basically for criminals. And you get 90 minutes to plead your case. You know, it has all the data, so it's like a surveillance state where, you know, every phone is connected, and every phone has to be connected. That's another weird thing. But you know, there was like all the homelessness and civil unrest, and I was just like, and it took place in LA, and I was just like, wow. The imagery was too close to things happening currently in other parts of the country, and I was just like, oh, that was just. But the premise of the movie was okay. I was just like, it was good. It was well done, but it was a 3D movie, and I don't think that they had a 2D version of it at the theater. But the reason they did it was the way that the AI thing was working, because he's like in a chair, and it's like this, you know, surrounded by curved monitors and holographic projectors around him. So the 3D was trying to make all that pop. Yeah, Andy, the Avatar movie is over 3 hours long now. Yeah, 2 hours is like common. Like, that's a short movie now. I remember when 70 minutes was pushing it. What time do coffee shops usually open here? I would say some around 6, majority around 7, you know, in the morning. A lot of them close early. Some will open a little bit later and stay open later. But yeah, we don't have like, well, there's a 24-hour restaurant you get coffee at. It's a temple restaurant. There's a couple of them, but there's no real coffee shop kind of thing for it. Lost in translation. I never worry this well. I do that a lot too. You're visiting the end of March into April for vacation, scouting trip, out and about. Great time to do it. Mid-April will be the water festival here, which is the Khmer New Year. That is a lot of fun. So if you're here at that point, I think it's like the 12th through the 14th this year. Let me just double check. I'll double check it. Year 2026. It is April 14th through 16th. 14th, 15th, so it's 3 days again this year. And they're fun. Here in Siem Reap especially, they have bands and like stuff set out all over the city. And then late afternoon, throughout the evening, everyone comes out with water guns, sprays people, like thousands upon thousands of people just jamming the streets. And you're soaked and you're smiling and people are covering you with talcum powder and spraying you with water. And you are soaked from head to toe. And it's just, if this happened back home, you know, I would be worried. I wouldn't go out to it. I would stay away. But here, I don't feel any, there's no malevolence. There's nothing other than just kindness and joy. And it's just a celebration of joy. And it's just such a wonderful treat. So yeah, I highly recommend if you're coming here to catch that out. Bit like The Simpsons predicting the future, Andy travels. Yeah, funny how they did that, huh? Planning a trip to Borneo in a few weeks. All booked, ready to go. Plus a few days in Kuala Lumpur. Nice. Very nice. Oh. Yeah, once I start working and start saving money again, I can start planning more trips. I might be doing one to Vietnam. I'm not sure. I'm definitely considering another little trip down to Kampot for a week or two and slow drive back, depending on situations and everything. I just got to figure things out. Yeah, I think it'd be fun to ship my motorcycle down to Kampot, rent a place there for a couple of weeks, and then explore that whole area, and then slowly travel back to Siem Reap. I don't know if I'm going to go up the east or west coast, depending on the status of things. Right now, I wouldn't go up the west coast on the Thai border, because still. But come March, things should be calmed down. I'm assuming everything will be resolved by the 8th February, or shortly thereafter, once they have their elections. Because that's what everybody's been saying here. It's like, you know, once the elections are over, they will fortify whatever the resolution is going to be. Okay. I'm not, luckily I don't get involved in local politics, but I got Schmitz falling off the tree on me. I'm not sure if any's landed in my coffee, but definitely landed around it. Wouldn't care anyway. Don't care. Yeah, they have a, I'll show you guys here. There is a air-conditioned room right there, which folks will use a lot. Like if you're coming into work on your computer, your laptop, and you want to work for the day. I think I got a piece of wood in my mouth. But yeah, you can come into these cafes, plug in. Even out here, there's PowerPoints all over the place. You can plug a laptop in and just sit and work. I've done that at a few of the coffee shops here. Just had videos edit and just take my laptop and just go and sit down for an hour or so. It is so nice. I don't know. There's something about editing and working on video, not at home, that I really, really enjoy. I think another reason why I like to travel. Andy. Oh yeah. Vietnam was cool. Been there 4 times. Yeah. I've been there twice now. So yeah, I love it both times I've been Out about, how far is Kampot? Kampot would be 200 and some odd kilometers, I think. What is it? Let me just double check. I'll do my map. Kampot. It takes roughly 300 kilometers from here, and to drive 8 hours, 7.5 hours by motorcycle, which would be fine. But yeah, I'm when I go, like I said, the intention is. I had something poke me. What is that? I think it's. Yeah. This was poking me out of my shorts. What the hell? Are we getting like this random bit of sun that's like making. That was funny. Anyway. Yeah, so the intention is to get to Kampot. Like I said, spend a couple of weeks there, maybe a week, depends. And then, yeah, if you see the screen go bright for a moment, it's just, I'm under a tree, and if the leaves move, it hits the sensor, then the white balance goes out of whack. So, my apologies. So anyway, spend a week or so in Kampot, maybe 10 days, 2 weeks, and then drive around and explore the area. And then slowly drive back up, and then like put like 100 kilometers on a day, you know, maybe spend a week coming back, you know, stopping off little spots, and maybe going further than the 300 kilometers, like coming up the east coast of Cambodia, and you know, go up closer to the Vietnamese border, and explore that region, that area, and maybe spend another week and a half coming back. So it is a rough estimate of a plan, but one that I want to do. And if if I'll do it this year or not, I don't know. Kampot is on my list for next time you're in Cambodia. It is a great time. What about a busking bot? You can do that, by all means. I've done that every time I've gone down. From Siem Reap to Kampot, you can grab a bus overnight, get it like around 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and I think it's like 8 or 9 hours. So like the next morning you're in Kampot, so you just sleep on the bus and you're in Kampot. Fucking love it. But my intention is to leave like the day before. I'll ship my bike down, then I'll take the bus down. So when I get to Kampot, my bike's there. So I just hop on my motorcycle when I go, and then drive around there. It's $5 a day to ship it, or sorry, to rent one there. So if I was there even for a week, it cost me $15 to ship my motorcycle to Kampot from here. So it's a no-brainer. It's not expensive to do, so it just makes sense. That way I have my own vehicle. Now I could drive it back, or I could ship it back, whatever I wanted to do. Out and about, you plan 3 touristy things when I first get there, and renting a scooter to explore Siem Reap area. Absolutely, there's so much to see around here. The roads are not bad, like they're well maintained. You can easily get off the beaten path, and you are in the dirt road here. Like they're everywhere, but I don't have many issues with potholes and all that. There's some of the more, you know, country roads when you get a little bit out of town that are a little bit less upkept, but you're not going fast. Like I'm doing 25, 30 kilometers an hour, so I can spot when there's divots in the roads, and plus if you're out of the traffic, you see them weaving ahead of you, and just follow the path that they're on. It's lovely. Yeah, 150 kilometers from Phnom Penh to Kampot. I think it's like a 3 or 4 hour bus ride from Kampot to Phnom Penh. I've taken the train, I've taken the bus, both work great. Depending on what time you need, the bus is like every hour. The train is like only, I think, twice a day, once in the morning, once in the afternoon. So, you know, if you were on a time crunch or something, the bus is a better option. But the train's beautiful. You can get a VIP train. I think it's like $9. from Kampot to Phnom Penh, and like it's just outside of the main town in Kampot, and it drops you off right downtown in Phnom Penh. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a lovely drive. You can see mountains you didn't know existed, like see country and the lifestyle and everything. It's just gorgeous. Yeah, bust it down, should be ride's the way to go. That's my thought, Matto. That's exactly my thought. I figure it's a good way to do it. I think so. I don't have an issue with it. Ooh. Somebody has pipe tobacco. It's a nice smell. My grandfather used to smoke a pipe. So whenever I smell a pipe, it's like, or it could be a cigar. Sometimes there's flavored cigars that have a certain smell. And I like that smell. Andy, if your motorcycle is under 125 cc's, you do not need one currently. Let's put it that way. So my Zoomer is 115 cc. It does 60 kilometers easy driving on the highways. I took it from here to Battambang and back. I did a long weekend in Battambang, and it was 4 hours each way. I was comfortable enough driving each way. It was fine. Oh yeah, you didn't know that there was a train station in PP? Yeah. They have one. There's two lines, basically. There's a line that goes up to Battambang from Phnom Penh, and then there's another one that goes down through Kampot, Kep, and Siem. So there's two lines. And it's a beautiful trip. I've taken both lines. I haven't gone to Siem one, but I've gone through Kampot, from Kampot to Phnom Penh, and then from Phnom Penh to Battambang. And I loved it. Get all that schmutz on me. It's a cigar I'm smelling. Gentleman back behind me. But yeah, been a good morning. I like this. I like the, I love the walking and talking and chatting with you guys. It's fun. I do enjoy doing that. I also like just sitting down and having a conversation. I may do impromptu, like Thursday I was thinking of doing a live stream in the evening instead of doing the short. So I may, on occasion, just go out for a coffee or go out for something and pull you guys on a quick live stream. So enable notifications if you want to catch those things. I will. The weekend one I think I'm maintaining. I love doing this. The other part is like it gets me out of my head and out of my apartment for a little while, and I need that from time to time. As I mentioned, my head does some stupid shit sometimes, and I had to kickstart it this week. So stupid, but we're good. Yeah, the only time it ever becomes a detriment to do the live streams is when I'm traveling. Other than that, it's good. I tried that too when I was in Vietnam. I did live streams from there a couple times, and those are fun. I was in Ho Chi Minh City doing a live stream, and that was crazy too. I'm trying to remember how many gigs you had a day. It was something stupid. It was like a lot of, I think it was like 6 gigabytes a day or something silly, but it started up fresh every day. Just something crazy, and I couldn't use it all up. It was like I was fine. So here it's fine too. I get this now is 40 gigs. So let me see. Any mountains in the area to hike from Siem Reap? There's a couple. There's the Kulin Mountains. It's about an hour and 15 minutes, an hour and a half outside of the city. Beautiful, beautiful area to hike and walk around in. There's also Krom Krom, which is a little mountain temple down towards the Tonle Sap. Like Siem Reap itself is a basically flat area, there are mountainous areas in Cambodia. So if you're in Siem Reap, there's not a ton. But if you go down to Kampot, the Bokor Mountains are just on your doorstep there, and it's gorgeous. So there's so many things to do here. It's like it doesn't matter what your interests are. There's something here in Cambodia for everybody. I'm an outdoorsy kind of person. I really like going outdoors and doing nature stuff, and like, you know, hopping on my bicycle and going for a couple hours trekking. You know, I love it. So like, I can now take the bike and just go on trails all through the Angkor Wat complex because I have the pass. I can just bike wherever I want. It's freaking amazing. I haven't shown much of that because I'll go sometime just to go for myself. I don't even film anything. I love it. But there's tons to do here. It's such a great place. And I only scratch the surface of what to do here too. Okay, I just noticed that we are now completely in the sun. So we'll move it over here. Easy to do. The joys of cameras. I'm gonna put the router next to it again. What are we doing for data? Battery here. 42%. It drops like a fucking stone. Makes no sense to me at all. Is Battambang worth visiting? Yes. I would not plan. Yes, Mato, you're right. Bokor, Kirong Mountain near Kampot's nice. Yeah, very much. Is Battambang worth visiting? Yeah. It's beautiful, beautiful village. It's got great architecture. Lots of really cool things to see. They've got some really good temples. They've got the bat caves. There's the we call it the bamboo train. It's like a kind of it's a makeshift train track kind of thing. Well, the train tracks are, but they put a cart on it that's like a wooden. You have to see it to believe it. That's out there. There's lots of stuff out there. My only issue with Battambang currently, and it's not necessarily a major detractor, but just something I found, was they're doing construction and roadworks. So a lot of the city's roads are all dug up, and they've been resurfacing them and making them more like here in Siem Reap. That's been going on for about a year. When I was there in September, it was still pretty dirty and dusty. Now I want to go back, probably go back again, I think in April, and I'll check it out then. I was supposed to go to Battambang in December, and we canceled that trip. We're going to go in April, so and that'll be fun. But yeah, Battambang's worth. But right now, I would say a couple of days, and you're good. Once they get everything sorted, you know, a week or two there would be lovely. But there's enough there to do for a couple of days. Bat Cave alone is beautiful. There's a temple on top of the mountain by the Bat Cave that is fucking worth seeing. I do not recommend you take a zoomer up to the top. My motorcycle did not like my fat ass riding it to the top because it was like an incline like this in some spots, and it was like, "Hurr." It was making the sound that I was making while walking, so it's not a good thing. My poor motorcycle has been through hell with me. But yeah, there's, like I said, there's tons and tons of things to do here. Yeah, there are so many bats. Out and about. If I retire there, I'll probably fly in with my mountain bike from the States. By all means, yeah. You can buy bikes here. They're not terribly expensive. You get a lot of ones from Japan, but if you have a specific one that you love, by all means, bring it with you. But know that you'll be able to maintain it. There are plenty of places here that you can get service and stuff done. So if you need tires changed or if you need new stuff put on your bike, you can get that done here. So it's not a big deal. Any travel, I've seen a bit of the bat caves. So many bats. I would like to say that I saw them. The time that I was there, they decided to not come out until after sunset. So I could see them when they shone lights up. Didn't see them in the sky. Portia, have you seen or talked to Nan about her it's Korong. I forgot the name of the island. Have you been yet? I haven't talked to her, no. I know that she got back to Siem Reap. but I haven't talked with her. And I have not gone myself. It's on my list, but the thing is, growing up in Florida, beaches and all that kind of like lower on my to-do list than mountains. So, but I'll get out there. How long have I been in Cambodia, and did you try any other countries first? I have been in Cambodia now for just 2 years. Since coming to Southeast Asia, I've been to Thailand and Vietnam. My intention wasn't necessarily to retire or live here full time. It just kind of happened. I fell in love with Cambodia when I got here, and that's what happened. I've traveled a lot throughout my life, so I've been through a good chunk of Europe and North America. So I'm not averse to travel, and I've seen a lot of different cultures and met a lot of different folks, and settling here was a no-brainer because the people in Cambodia were probably the most accommodating I'd ever seen in my life. Just so happy and so loving. And the visa process here for long-term stays is one of the most painless in Southeast Asia. Your requirements for the retirement visa are negligible. You get a visa that's good for a full year, multiple entry. You don't have to worry about it. You can travel, do whatever you want. The visa allows you access in and out of the country without any questions, no problems. I think you have to maintain like 180 days out of the year here with the multiple entry visa, like for a year. It's like, I think that's like the only requirement, but it's not a big deal. It's like around $300 for the year. If you're over 55, it's definitely the way to go. But you can renew it in the country. Like there's no visa runs. You don't have to do check-ins every 90 days. There's nothing. It's just like they make it easy and painless. And it's like that's the lifestyle here. Everything here is geared towards a better way of living for me. So I didn't. That I found Cambodia a few months after, and I settled in. My intention was to travel around all Southeast Asia, doing hotels and maybe getting a place for a month at a time, and I was just going to burn through my money that I had savings on. And by settling here in Cambodia, that 6-month trip turned into 2 years on the same amount of money. I'm like, I'm okay with this. I absolutely love being here. Andy, I fell in love with China the last couple of years. I'm going back maybe May and June. Yeah, I've heard that too. I have friends that have gone to China and it's absolutely just loved it. As a Canadian, when I first started traveling, I was not thinking that it was going to be a good idea to go to China because there were some issues with Canada and China at the time. But now things are a lot better. And so even my dad the other day, he was like, oh, I think we can go to China now because a trade deal just got signed between Canada and China. And it looks like we're bringing in BYD electric cars into Canada, 49,000 cars or something like that. So, yeah. It has irked a few people. The Premier of Ontario is upset about it because, thinking manufacturing cars in Ontario that kind of stopped because of tariffs, but hey, whatever. I don't know. But I'm all for trade, and for me, the only thing I want to do is to travel and to explore more of the world. And so if Canada stays in good stead with the countries that I want to visit, I'm happy because I got a Canadian passport. If I had a Cambodian passport, I would travel to places that I'd be allowed to do that. But yeah, I want to go visit China for sure. It's on my list for sure, and it would be lovely to get there. How long have we been going? Ooh, Aussies get a 30-day visa. Just hop on a plane and go from China. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Ooh. out and about, enjoy The Running Man. If that's the new one, I really enjoyed it. I read the Stephen King novel back in the 80s, and I hated the Schwarzenegger version because it didn't have anything to do with the movie. I still love the movie, but it had nothing to do with what I liked about the Stephen King story. This one is more online. It's still not perfect, but it was better, and I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun watching it. So I hope you enjoy it too. And thank you so much for everything. Yeah, I don't know what Canada gets. I think we get 2 weeks in China. I'll have to double check. I looked at it before. I have to check on it again. That's the thing with visas. Like it seems to be fluid at times. I know that a lot of folks can, like Europeans can go to Vietnam and get a visa on arrival, and Canadians can't, or Americans. We have to have ours in advance. We can get it on arrival. It just costs us a few $100s. And I don't feel like spending my my travel money on getting a visa. I just saw a rodent running across the thing. That's the other thing here too is rats back home are like, oh, and here they're just like they're in the rice fields and stuff. They're not a big deal, and they're not. They're like a brown gray instead of like, and they don't look dirty. They just look like it looks like somebody had one at home, you know, and it's a pet. They look friendly. I haven't talked to one, so I don't know how friendly they are, but I have that feeling. I think, well, I'm just about done my tea. Just about done my coffee. There's only the dregs left, and it's just so little. It was good. They make a good cup of coffee here. But I think I will probably call the episode in the stream here. According to my camera, it's been going on for 100 minutes. I think the US visa is $250 for Aussies. Yeah, I've heard about that. I'm pretty sure it's going to be that for Canada too. I'm Canadian, and I'm not going to try to get political or anything here. But the other day, because I had a lot of Canadian friends and American friends reach out to me, Mark Carney had a speech at Davos at the World Economic, whatever the thing was, and his speech resonated with a lot of folks, and I watched it, and I was moved by it. I thought it was an excellent political speech, and I liked the tone. I may not have agreed with everything he stated, but the principles, everything I was on board with, and brought me out a pot of tea. Damn. I'm just going to live here. Anyway, so the speech, it resonated with a lot of folks, and a lot of world leaders were very impressed with it. And then the American leader was not as happy with it, you know, and I could understand why. And so yeah, I think it was overnight was threatening 100% tariffs on Canadian goods, all Canadian goods, and called Carney governor. And I was like, oh, we're back at that again. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Again, endlessly happy that I am here. Just asking, visa on arrival in China, is that a go? I think it is for Canadians, yeah. I'm going to double check it. Andy, yep, seen the speech, at least a politician speaking the truth, and that's... I will put this out there, and it's not to inflame or incense anybody. It's nice nice to have a politician from Canada, especially, that speaks eloquently, that that has a performed speech, that has a thought process in it, that goes from point A to point B. It's not just a stream of consciousness. It's not just rhetoric. It's informed. It's concise, and it's honest and truthful. And that's the thing I really appreciated about it. It was, telling a story about things, and it was all coming back. And it was one of those speeches that, if I was in history class, it would be, this is one of those turning points, and in this. It was a proud thing as a Canadian to have our leader up there and doing something like that, especially in times like this, where things are always in turmoil, and there's a lot of rhetoric, and not just saying it's coming from one direction. I can say it's just in general. But it was nice to hear a politician being political and speaking proper politics again, and I'm just it was an interesting feeling for me. So. Ketchumato. IFH99. Have you thought about camping in the mountain area in eastern Cambodia? I have a friend who's about to go, so I'll hear how it is. I have considered it. I would love to do some camping here. It sounds like a lovely time. I just don't have the gear for it, and it would be the expense of buying it. But I would love to. But my understanding is like there's some places that you can go to that have tents and everything set up. So I'll look into it. But yeah, I'd love to do that. I love the sound of nature at night, like hearing everything. There's no bears here, so that's nice. We have in Canada. Those can be frightening as hell. So apparently they brought me out this gigantic pot of cool, cold tea. It's cold. My bladder's going to be floating. I guess I could put my coffee away. I'm done with it. Yeah. Please log off whenever you want. I was joking. I'm fine. I'm just sitting here chatting for a bit more. I hate not having, for me, like when I'm at a place, if I've run out of tea and coffee and I'm just sitting here, I feel like I'm, just holding a chair for no reason. So the fact that they're okay and they bring me out another pot of tea is like, they're like, okay, you can stay here. Interesting. So yeah, it's visa on arrival in China, or is that in Vietnam? I think it was Vietnam. Let's see what I got here. Sorry, getting my morning hellos in. That's the one. There we go. Okay. 24 degrees right now. Is that it? Are we really 24? Look at that. Can you guys see it? Yeah, 24 here. Lovely. Sunshine today. High of 32. 30. Not bad. I like a high of 30. No rain. I don't think we're expecting rain again. It's been a month. No rain, so at least, if not more. I think it's like 2 or 3 months we don't get rain here. Which again is fine. You get used to it after a while. Oh, stop. I swiped on the wrong thing in the weather app and I started loading something else up. World Economic Forum. That's the one. Thank you. Hello, Mr. Tortuga from Mexico City. Very nice. And Enritz from Phnom Penh. Hello, from Siem Reap. I love going to Phnom Penh. I'm actually kind of contemplating another day trip down there. I had fun the last time. I don't know, there was something wild about just not getting a hotel, taking a bus down overnight, spending the day, and then taking the bus back home. 12 hours in a bus, and a few hours in the city. Just fucking, I had a great time. Let me just double check with the got anything on Redbus. Maybe I'll plan a trip for let's see, Phnom Penh, Siem Reap. Let's see what we're doing here. What, the end of the month is looking. It'd have to be it'd have to be in February. Let's see what we do. And we'll do the same one day. So we've got any sales going on. If I can find another $6 bus, I might take a trip. 20% off for a lot of them. Still $10. Let me see if I can do 239 buses that run. That is a major line between the two cities. Yeah, I can see $2 off on a lot of them. I don't see any. Sally was the one that I took, and it was a good bus. SALY. I would do them again. VT's good too. Yeah, we're looking at. But again, $10 there and then $10 back is not a bad deal. I could do that. Do I still have the Sally app on? I do. I got their app. When I was there, they said, "Oh, you can save money by using our app." And I'm like, "Okay." And I looked, and it was the same price as Redbus. I was like, "Ah, cool." Siem Reap, dude, Phnom Penh. I love these. The apps for everything here is so cool. Oh, I love it. So we'll do the third, and return fourth. Because I'll be leaving here overnight, so. $10, $8 they have a mega sale from 10 a.m. to 4:30. So do they have? There's certain times that everything is cheaper. Yeah, so they have one. Yeah, $12.50 each way. Not bad. But yeah, if I do the specific one, well, that's the thing. I could take. Now, I don't want to think that. I'm not good. I could take the morning bus in, get there early afternoon, and then take the sleeper bus back home. I could always just reverse it. I can do whatever I want. Let's enjoy. Just do whatever I please. Look at zoos in Cambodia. I missed the zoo in Toronto. I'm trying to think. There's supposed to be something here. My understanding, there is one here in Siem Reap. I think it's attached to the what's it called? 1 second. Nope. Give me a second. There's like a water thing. A water park. Anchor Wildlife and Aquarium. And it's here in town. And they have tigers and stuff there. I think it's like $20. Trying to remember the price. 79,000 real, which is, I don't know. Yeah, so it's the wildlife. It's $11 for a resident. So I would be a resident, and it's $20 if you're not. But if you're below 90 centimeters, you get free admission. So as a child. Yeah. So they do have something like that here, but I've never been. I've heard that it's nice. $11. I should probably do that one day. I've never been a fan of zoos. Like the Toronto Zoo was nice. I've been there a bunch of times. I remember that they used to sell cans of dried poop. I thought that was cool. Cambodia has bears, just a lot smaller. Why did you ruin my life by saying that there's bears? I'm joking. I didn't know. I know we have other things that are just as dangerous as bears. You know, I worry about like grizzlies and that kind of thing. So you don't have to check. Is the power on this? I'm down to 20%. Oh my god. I'll do a little bit more, and then we will call it. I just have so much fun. I am a $20 is not cheap, but I'll check the reviews. Yeah, but the thing is like sometimes like I mean, you also look at Anchor Park. It's like $38 for the day. You know, that's not a cheap adventure out, but now that I've been there, I can see the reason for the cost. You know, they're doing so much work up there too. But yeah, like this week I went to the Green Gardens, and that was amazing. Absolutely gorgeous there, and I loved everything about being there. But it's a little theme park here, and it's $5, you know, and that to me is a reasonable thing. I have to take the Anchor Eye still. I think that's $5 too. But there's all these little things to do around here that can, you know, if you do all of them, they can be expensive if you're here for a week. But you know, I've been here for 2 years and I haven't really done anything. So I think it's about time I put some money back into those things. But again, I'm looking at like 10 or $11. I'm like, that's like, you know, I could go to a buffet twice in a week for the same money. I'm like, I want to do buffet instead. You know? I'm a foodie. Can't help myself. I just love the food here so much too. Andy, do you use real mostly or both US and real, or mainly cards? I only go to open range zoos, and I understand that too, Andy. I understand that absolutely. So I use with whatever is around. So if they give it to me in US dollars, I pay in US dollars, but I use QR payments here. So if you live here long term, and you can get an ABA bank account, you know, or a bank account. It's easy. When you get your bank, you just scan a QR code, you type in how much money it's costing you, you're done, and it's directly out. And you can do it in real or you can do it in dollars. So it's whatever they say. You scan it and you can choose real or dollars. It's easy. So I carry a little bit of cash on me for the odd time where the app doesn't work, or you know, or they don't have it, which is hardly ever. Like, even like the little street vendor that's, you know, carrying the desserts on their shoulder, they have AVA account on their phone. They just pull up a thing. Like I can literally like open up my AVA and pull up a QR code. So like the other day, Alan, Dean, and I went to go to the movies. Dean said, "Hey, can you grab the tickets? I'll sort you out when I get there." I was like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." So I grabbed the tickets, and then when Dean got there, I just boom showed him my QR code, and it was done. Why is this on? Interesting. I'm just noticing that my QR code is set for real. That doesn't matter. But yeah, I thought it was set for dollars before. I went to go use it the other day and it was acting funky. But yeah, anyway, so you just pull up your QR code and boom, make payments. But yeah, so Dean just, you know, scanned my QR code, typed in what he owed me, back in my account. So it's like, you know, the money was out of my bank account for like 10 minutes. And what I did was I bought my tickets online. Like I used the app and just was, you know, here we go, make payment right through the app. So I go in there, scan a QR code, my tickets come out. It's just such a great way of doing things here. So I love it so much. Mike, Anchor Green Gardens, best $5 I've ever spent. I'm not going to argue that. It was great. You see, QR codes are everywhere nowadays. And Andy, the other thing too is if you're coming here as a tourist, there is a tourist account you can set up with QR codes. You can put money into it, and you get an app, and you scan it, and you can add more money to it if you need to. I've not done that. I have to look into how to do it, but it is available by all means. So as a tourist, you can even set up your own QR code payment thing. So it's like having a bank account, but it's just for tourists. So I'm going to have to call things because I just got the warning on my phone that it's low power mode now. So it's going to probably limit and throttle everything. Plus this is down to 50%. I've drained the battery. I charged there is a battery on my handle that I think I get 60% of the main battery charge, and then I got the main battery on here. So I would have gone through a full charge of battery. But again, we were at how long? Like almost 2 hours. Dear God. Look at us. I think the longest stream I've done is like 2.5 hours. Sun bears and black bears are on the endangered list there. Okay. Nice chat. Enjoy the movie. Thank you so much. I'm going to. Yeah, I've got an hour to get down to meet for my movie. Maybe I'll just go have something to eat and then just wander over there. This is my day now. I have movie at noon. That's 2 hours. And then I have dinner at 4. So I have no idea what the rest of my day is going to entail. And I'm fine with it. I'm having a great time. I want to thank everybody for coming out and hanging out with me and joining me on my live stream. This has been a treat. I'm glad that it seemed to be better today. I think it's more stable now that we're sitting in a place. Maybe we'll do a little bit more of this. Sometimes I can get into a place and start a stream and log into their Wi-Fi. So some places have really good Wi-Fi. Some places don't. But yeah, I appreciate everybody coming out. Thank you so much. And super chats, you know, and a conversation. That's the most important part for me, is to keep conversation with you guys. So you've kept me motivated. But I will see you guys in our next one. I got videos coming up Sunday, Monday, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.